What's up, guys? This is Big D, and I am the Grim Rider. Welcome to Grim's Garage. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title of the video, you know what we're doing today. What we're doing today is we are mounting and installing a solo luggage rack on my wife's 883 Sportster. In other words, what I like to call the Blingster. I call it the Blingster because shortly after she bought this bike, over the years, we had got her about every piece of the Diamond Ice collection that you could possibly get. And so she's got her rhinestones all over this bike, and you know, she's blinging all over the place. Really shines in the sunlight. So either way, but we are mounting the solo luggage rack on the back of her bike. But before we get into that, I just want to stress to you guys, and I want to talk to you a little about shopping around before you get something for your bike. Now, for major mechanical parts, maybe it would be best to go like directly through Harley or something, or even if you got a Honda or whatever, just go directly through them to get what you need. But for stuff like this, to go directly to Harley Davidson as the prime example for this, I love my Harleys as much as the next guy, but their prices on a lot of things are completely ridiculous, in my opinion. So the reason that I say that you need to shop around a little bit, this is a perfect example of that. So before we get into the install, when I went to look into buying this solo rack and the docking hardware to mount it on this bike, I went first straight to the Harley Davidson website. Now, the luggage rack alone, okay, $199.95. That's not even with taxes and shipping. You start actually tacking on taxes. We have at least here in Michigan, we have a 6% sales tax on everything. That luggage rack, this particular luggage rack through Harley Davidson, $211.95. That's still not including shipping. Okay, that same rack. Now this isn't a knockoff. This isn't a cheap knockoff. This is the legit chrome backrest through Harley Davidson with the docking hardware already installed. I looked around. I went to good old eBay. I don't know how a lot of people use eBay anymore, but through eBay I found it through a guy. Decent seller, had a good membership rating. Through them, I got the exact same luggage rack for $164.51. That's shipping, tax, everything included. Now, the real sad part about that is that $211.95 through Harley, that was for the black luggage rack. They didn't even have the chrome one currently in stock. So I would have had to have paid for all of that and still not even got the color that I wanted. The black wasn't going to match this bike with all the chrome that's all over it. So I was going to have to pay that amount and not even get exactly what I wanted. Now, the reason I bought this in the first place is this is a birthday present for my wife. So I wanted to get what was actually going to make sense for the bike, make it look aesthetically pleasing, and so the black one wasn't going to cut it. Now, the real kicker here, right, is the docking hardware itself. Now, once again, I needed to purchase that as well because this bike doesn't have that. So, through Harley Davidson, with tax, okay, with tax, $52.95, still not including shipping. So, almost $53 for 4 bolts. Okay, that's insane to me. And matter of fact, it's not just insane, that's downright insulting and unacceptable. $53 for 4 bolts, there was no way I was going to be able to justify that. So once again, shopped around, once again, still eBay, and you don't have to use eBay. It's just this is where I found these things. I may have been able to even find these a little bit cheaper somewhere else if I would have shopped around a little harder. But now, so the exact same docking hardware that I needed for this, shopped around, found these, $11.53. Now, again, you add all of that up, okay? Harley Davidson for this system wanted $264 $1,090. That is without shipping. I shopped around and I paid $176.04. That is a savings of nearly $88. So the whole point of all of this is for especially things like this, you know, make sure you shop around a little bit. You know, don't let, and again, I've said it before and I'll say it again now, I love my Harleys as much as the next guy. But when it comes to their prices on things, you know, kind of like this, it's unacceptable. And I refuse to pay it. So, if you want to save yourself a few bucks, like, you know, myself, I've saved nearly $90 and got the exact same thing as I would have got through Harley themselves just for doing a little shopping around. So if there's a tip that you can take away from this, you know, take it from Big D. Shop around for your motorcycle parts. So that being said, I'm done ranting about that. Let's get to this install. So for installing the docking hardware for this bike, essentially all we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing these 2 bolts on this side, the other 2 bolts identical on the other side, with these that I had bought, and they're going to have these little spacer pieces here, a little bit bigger for the back and a little bit narrower for the front. So you're going to need a couple tools for this. And, you know, in typical Big D fashion, I don't have exactly what it is that I'm supposed to have, but we're going to make do either way. So these are a star bit to where these are more of a hex shape. Happen to find that my Allen wrench for my hex shape is about the same size as the stars, so this is going to work out just fine. You know, if you have the right stuff, then make sure that's what you use. But I'm taking these out anyways, don't plan on reusing them, so that doesn't really matter much to me. So let's get right to it, huh? On top of that, you're going to need, you know, one of these wrenches. There's some nuts on the back. Let's see here. I believe I need my half for this. There's, of course, the nuts that are currently on here, and the nuts that are going to go on the new bolts are completely different sizes, and I'm doing this kind of blind, so wait a minute, I can't find it. Okay, there we are. Whoop. Alright, so there we go. So now we got that one out, I'll grab one of these other ones, a little bit longer, grab a nut. Of course, again, this one is completely different size than the one that was just on there, so I need a different wrench. I'll be using the half for that. Need some thread lock too. Make sure that we don't have any of this stuff falling out, yeah? Yeah. Alright, now there should be some washers in here too. Nope, apparently not. So, no washers. Don't need them. So, let's go in here. Make some of this Loctite. This thread lock here. Put a little of that on here. Last thing we want is this falling off. You know what I mean? Can't be having that. And this slip right through the other side. Try to get it on with your finger first, if you can. And I've got real stubby fingers, so trying to get in here, not the easiest thing in the world. But I think we got her. Alright, now we just tighten her back down. But essentially, it's good and snug. And there it is. So now we just got to replace the other 4. Okay. Well, I don't know exactly. So this came off the back after taking that back bolt out. Same size, and this is going to help, you know, keep that all together. So we're just going to reuse that. Why not, right? Alright, so that's both those sides. See if it snaps on right quick on that side at least. Just to make sure we're on the right track, yeah? Alright, yeah, say we're on the right track. So now, just got to do the other side. And there we have it. All snapped down, all bolted up, all good. So there we have it. The quick detached setup with the solo luggage rack. My wife's 883 Sporty. So, be a little bit easier if you had basically every tool that you're supposed to have or should have for, you know, the job. But, you know, I make it work. It's what I do. So, there it be. Pretty simple. Not a whole lot to it. Couple bolts, and you can do it in just a couple minutes. Not really that big of a deal. So, with that, that is this edition of Grimm's Garage. And if you like this video, then you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, I don't know what you're waiting on. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell. Become part of the Grimm crew so you don't miss out on any content in the future. Whether it's more ride videos, road stories, moto vlogs, etc., etc. Also, you can stop by the merchandise page and grab you the Grimm Crew t-shirt or the Grimm Crew hat or other merchandise that is currently still available. With that being said, that's it for me. And yeah, we're going to be closing up shop. So with that, I am Big D. I am the Grimm Rider. And until next time, we'll catch you down the road.